So the DMV 100 ball tournament is right around the corner. And joining me today is the captain of Loose Nuts and Bolts, Abdul Karam. Great to have you here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here. We're super excited for this tournament, as I'm sure the other teams are too. We look forward to it. Yeah.
Yeah, just a few days away now. And really having a look at this tournament, walk us through your team, some of the players to look out for and um, things to look out for in general with the side.
So our team actually, I would say that, and looking through the rosters of all the six teams playing, our team is one of the few that actually has all of our primary players playing. We did that because we found it important that all the guys that played throughout the WCL season with us, them getting the exposure to play at the highest level is what's important for us. There was a number of players that reached out to us to want to play and represent our side because not all the WCL teams are represented in this sort of tournament, but we were pretty sticklers when it came to that. We want to have our squad be all the guys that played throughout the season with us. So we look forward to that. We look forward to everybody getting that exposure at the highest level. In terms of team composition itself, it's actually the same guys that play in WCL with us. So our openers, Hussein Bashir, our vice captain, he's someone to look out for. He can hit the ball a long way. Shreyas, our wicketkeeper batsman, he's really good as well at the top of the order. Siddhant was actually the leading run scorer last year. We played in Division 3, but he was our top performer last year. So he's someone to look out. In the middle order, we have guys like Zain, MJ. And then we do have a couple of new guys too, but the new guys, those are guys that are joining our team and they made the commitment to play with us going forward. So we really look forward to their performances too. Devashish Mishra, he's one of those guys. Vikrant Malik is another one. So yeah, we look forward. Our team overall like is shaping up nicely. Our bowlers, they were some of the best performers in Division 3, HK and Tanmay. So yeah, let's see how we go.
Yeah, and you spoke about a team which has played a lot of cricket together, right, with WCL. And also, how important is that from a team gelling perspective and really knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses in such a tournament?
I think that it's really important. If you and I think that every team learns, the more tournaments and the more you play cricket with each other. Just to give you an example, last year we played in the DMV Cup, which was an amazing tournament as well. I think it was hosted by the same people that are organizing the 100. And we really thoroughly enjoyed playing in that tournament too. But something we did is we included some players that don't play regularly with us. And we found that maybe the team chemistry wasn't as good as it usually is for our WCL games. So that's something we also took note of. I think it's really important to play cricket together, to practice together. This off season, we've been practicing at the Columbia Sports and Cricket Complex, which is a great facility as well. And we've had a number of practices there over the last couple weeks and months. But all the guys that are expected to play have been coming to that as well. So I think it's extremely important. We go to practice. After that, we go to a team dinner, and we get to really spend time with each other. And I think playing cricket is one thing, but being able to gel with each other and call every one of those 10, 11 players your friend is another thing. So that's something that we also really focus on.
Yeah, absolutely. And having a look at this tournament, a 100 ball tournament, so a bit different from a format perspective from some of the other tournaments, which I'm sure you and the rest of the side has played. So tell us a bit about that, the change in strategy, mindset, really going into this tournament.
Yeah, so it's actually an interesting format of cricket. When we play cricket, we generally think about, or these tournaments, we generally think about T20. That's what, the world plays for the most part. Most of the tournament, most of franchise cricket is all T20. That's what everyone sees. When it comes to the 100, it's quite different. Only the English 100 league is the only one that we really know about. And it's also very new. I think they've only had like 1 or 2 seasons so far. So it's hard to it's a format that I find myself explaining to some of the players that hey, it's different. It's even more rapid and fast paced than T20. But I think we're all looking forward to that experience together to see what it's all about. We saw that we have 2 games back to back on the same day. And yeah, you can have T20s like that too, but like this is more of a rapid format. So we're excited for that challenge. I think from a captaincy perspective, it's going to be challenging too because just that one particular rule where you can have a bowler bowl their 5 balls or continue and bowl 10 balls in a row, that's quite interesting. And I think, in other formats of cricket, you don't really think of it like that. But I think when to utilize, who to utilize in those sort of situations is something that's gonna be questioned, and being able to make those decisions on the spot is gonna be something that's gonna be a challenge, and I look forward to it.
And you spoke a bit earlier about the DMV Cup and other tournaments we've seen in the DMV area, right? For example, there's the Unity Cup, the T10 World Cup as well. So tell us a bit about that, right? Over the last couple of years, we've really seen these tournaments come up. So tell us a bit about that opportunity, which has really been provided to some of these players with these tournaments.
I think that it's honestly great. These tournaments, they take the top talent in the DMV and they have them play against each other. There's winning prizes and stuff to motivate the team owners, to motivate the management, to put teams in, to put a competitive team in, so that they can showcase their players at the highest stage. I think that it's really exciting for us. I wish this was there like 10 years ago when I started playing cricket, but it's something really exciting for DMV cricket in general to have these sort of tournaments, to have players look forward to these sort of tournaments and perform. Because if they perform in a tournament like this, they get noticed throughout the DMV. We play on weekends throughout the year. But then performances in these tournaments, I feel like they stay remembered for a long time, more so than a league match in one of the particular leagues itself. So it's exciting for all the players because they want to leave an impact and make a mark. And it's exciting from the team owners and management's point of view too, because it's an exciting tournament that starts and finishes within a couple of days.
Yeah, and even throughout these tournaments, something you can see is that, right, there's some tournaments which are purely local, like for example, the 100 ball tournament, right? You've just got the local players.
Mhm.
And then you've got tournaments like the Unity Cup, say, where you've got some of the international stars coming in, say Martin Guptill, Shahjeel Khan, just to name a couple. So tell us a bit about that as well, really having both those experiences, being able to play with the best of the local talent, and then also being able to learn from some of the best players around the world.
I think that it's definitely a good balance that we have here. For instance, Unity Cup, one of our players, Siddhant, got to play. Shoaib also played in that tournament, and they got to play against international players. And I think that all of us are lovers of the game of cricket, and we watch these guys on TV, and to be able to play with them, whether it's against them or with them, there's lots of learning there. Those guys, for them, this tournament is not like a World Cup, or it's not like the IPL or anything like that. They come here more so for recreational, for cricket purposes, but at the same time, whenever you're on the ground there, you see them giving tips to the youngsters and stuff. So it's always really wholesome to see that. It's really exciting from a youngster cricketer perspective. And I'm sure those professional players also have a good time enjoying and teaching their tips and tricks to the youngsters. I think it's a great balance that we have, having the Unity Cup, but then also the WCL, ANCL management making sure that tournaments like this are for local players only. Because if they didn't do that, then I feel like a lot of the international or like bigger players would come and take spots of guys who are local, live in the area, and they want to play more. So I think that they're finding the right balance and they're doing a great job at it.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me here today, and best of luck for this 100 ball tournament.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We look forward to it, and we look forward to future tournaments as well.
Thank you.